start. So last times we are discussing the biphase techniques, Manchester, differential Manchester. We have seen this in case of Manchester encoding schemes. There will be a mid-bit transitions. In RZ also mid-bit transition is here, but there are three levels are there: positive, zero, negative, like these things. But here there is no such three levels. Two-level transitions are two-level transitions. The positive, negatives are there, but mid-bit transition there, and it is in fact the combination of RZ and NRZL in Manchester. Manchester coding, it is we have seen last times. Manchester is the most important coding schemes. Manchester, that is a combination of NRZ, NRZL and RZ, return to zero. Right, mid-bit transitions are there, and we have seen it from low to high. It can 1 and high to low can be 0. Right, in this way it can be data can be encoded, right, 0, 1, 0, etc. And in case of differential Manchester, differential Manchester, that is NRZ, I and RZ. Here there is you see there will be the encoding will be done at the beginning of the bits, right? The beginning of the bit values actually determined at the beginning of the bits, but there is always mid-bit. There will be transitions at the middle of the bit in both cases, right? But here we have seen if the next bit is 0, then there will be transitions. But if the next bit is 1, there will be no transitions. So it's a combination of RZ differential encoding schemes, combination of NRZI and RZ. Well, these things are the biphase techniques, and here the important advantages are there. Advantages are there that we have seen it is a self-clocking codes. I mean, mid-bit transition is here, so the receiver can synchronize on that particular transitions, self-clocking. So one advantage is self-clocking. Second advantage is there will be no DC component, self-clocking. Second advantage is there is no DC component, no DC, right? No DC component. And third one is this error detections. Error detection, it has error detection capability also, right? Because always there will be transitions, so absence of the transitions can be used as to detect errors. So three distinct advantages are there, but one problem you see it here. Of course, here there will be one transition at least for encoding schemes, one transition per bit times, but may have as many as 2 transitions. We have seen these 2 transitions depending upon the bit sequence. So the maximum modulation rate here, modulation rate will be twice that of the NRZ schemes. NRZ schemes, right? NRZ scheme there is no mid-bit transitions, so the modulation rate will be high. So bandwidth requirement is more. Bandwidth requirement is more in this case in biphase techniques. So these are the important points you must keep in mind. Next, you see, so these are the biphase techniques. Next, you see the bipolar techniques here. In this case, there will be 3 voltage levels. 3 voltage levels will be there. But here you see 3 voltage levels: positive, 0, and negatives. 3 voltage levels are there. But here the encoding schemes, the rule is for one data element, voltage level at 0. For one data element, either 1 or 0, voltage level would be at 0, while the next level for the other elements, it will vary. Either it will be positive or negative. So one data element, it will be 0 voltage. For other element, say 0 volt, it's a 0 bit 0, it can be 0, and if it is 1, then never generally you know it, either it will be all the time it will be positive or all the time negative. But here alternately it will vary. If 1 is here, In one case it will be positive, next one it will be negatives. So that's why the name is the bipolar. That means voltage level. You see, for other it alternates. Voltage level alternates for the other elements between positive and negatives. That's why the name is bipolar AMI. That is bipolar AMI. Alternate mark inversions, right? And another scheme is also there, opposite to these things. Suppose in this case 0 is 0, 1 for 1 it alternates between positive and negatives. If it is reverse, then it is called pseudo ternary. So first let us see the first one, bipolar AMI. And AMI, it means alternate one inversion. Mark means means one. It comes from telegraphy. Marks alternate marks AMI inversion. Mark means one, right? One inversions. So neutral, say 0 voltage represents a 0 voltage represents a 0, binary 0, and if ones are there, then that times voltage level either voltage level will be positive and negatives. So and these opposite to this variation of this AMI is called pseudo ternary. Let us see these the encoding schemes. It will be more clear. Say 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0. Right. Like these things. So if it is AMI, you see, if it is AMI, then you see for 0 it will be 0 AMI. 0 will be 0, but for 1 say it is positive now. Next 0 will be 0, 0 will be 0, next 1. Expecting that this will be positive, no, this will be negative this time. So it will vary alternately. This is positive, this is negative. Again it will be 0. If next one is here, then it will be positive, like these things. Right. So alternately it will vary. And if it is pseudo ternary, just opposite. This times 1 will be 0 and 0 will be varying. So first 0 it is positives, next it is 0, next 0 it is here, so it will be negatives. This is negative, next 0 is here, so this will be positives. Next one is here, so it is 0, next 0, next 0 is here, that means it will be negative. It is positives, so it will be negatives. So that is the pseudo ternary. That's opposite to this AMI. Right. So this is the bipolar AMI encoding schemes. So here, see what advantage you see, you'll get it. There will be no DC components in this case. Right. In this case, because you see it is evenly distributed. If 0 will be there, and if other voltage, other bits are there, so it is positive, negative, positive, negative. So that will cancel the DC components. So DC components will not be present in this case. But if there is a long sequence of ones, long sequence of 0 here, right? Long sequence of 0, then you see that can be a synchronization problems. A long sequence of 0 in this case, and in this case of long sequence of 1. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 like these things. Then synchronization problem. If certain drift is here, then you see the synchronization will be lost. Long sequence of 0 in this case and long sequence of 1 in this case. But since the voltage level varies between positive and negatives, so it is constant, so there will be no DC component. And for in this case for long sequence of 0, so voltage remains constant, but it is amplitude is 0. So also DC for DC aspect, it is highly desirable. There will be no DC component in this case, right? But it is not as efficient as energy encoding, because here energy encodings only 2 levels are there. So certain complexity will be there, some burden will be there to receiver, because the 3 levels of voltages are there for recognitions. So, and also it requires more signal power than the 2 valued signals for same probability of error. Some bit error, if you just bit error, probability of error, then you see for a particular bar, more signal power is needed in case of bipolar AMI. So this is all about this bipolar AMI. Next, you see multi-level schemes. So our aim is already you have understood. Then there's a bandwidth should be requirement should be less. I told you DC requirement, DC lack of DC components, right? Synchronization problems, error detection capability. All these things should be there. So another levels encoding scheme, you see it, which is called multi-level schemes. Here, for a certain bandwidth, we can increase the data rate. Multi-level scheme. Multi-level scheme. Multi-level schemes. So it is quite clear now. The if we increase the data rate, bandwidth should not be one required should be more. So aim will be for certain bandwidth. If we can increase the data rate, that will be highly desirable. Right. That is possible if we encode more bits. So generally, 1 bit represents 1 signal element. But if we can represent for 1 signal element, if more bits are present, so 2 bits, 3 bits are present, then that is highly desirable. So that will reduce the bandwidth requirement. So one example is this, say MB, and L. It is denoted like these things, where M represents the number of length of bit pattern, length of binary patterns, length of binary pattern. M represents length of binary, B represents binary, and N represents the length of signal patterns, length of signal pattern, signal element or signal pattern. Right. And L represents the number of levels. L represents the number of levels in the signalings, right? So if we just carefully examine, the first 2 represents the data patterns. First 2 represents the first 2. These ones, these 2. This MB, this represents the data pattern, and the next 2 represents the signal patterns. So one example, let us take one example: 2B, 1Q, 2B, 1Q, right? 2 binary, 1 quaternary, 2 binary, 1 quaternary. The first 2 represents the binary, next 2 represents the signal patterns, right? And so the data patterns here size 2, data pattern size 2. So you see that means 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0 like this. 2 bits will be the per signal element. There will be 2 bits. 2 bits will be there. So how to encode data in this form, in this coding schemes, you see it here. So you have to follow the transition tables. Transition tables. Right. This is the next bit. Next bit. Previous level positives. If previous level positives and there is previous level negatives. Right. It is the next bit. Is the next levels. Next levels. Here also the next levels. Next levels. So next bit can be any, say 0 0. Let's say here 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. 2 bits are there. So this type of bit patterns can be there, right, for 2 bits. So it can be other also, say 8. It can be 8 bit also, say 8 binary, 6 ternary. Like this, you see it. Right. In this way, there are so many examples that I'm taking the simplest one, 2B, 1 quaternary. So in this case, so it is the next bit. So the next level, if it is positives, then you see it will be +1. So since there are 4 number of levels quaternary, so 4 levels will be there. Let us say +1, +3, -1, -3. 4 levels are there. So it is +1. Next, if it is 0 1, then it will be +3. If it is 1 0, it is -1. If it is 1 1, it will be -3. This if the previous level positive. If the previous level negatives, then it will be just reverse, -1. It will be -3. It will be +1. It will be +3. So with these transition tables, now suppose your bit pattern like these things. Say it is 0 0 0 0. 2 bits partial element, 2 bits will be there. Suppose arbitrarily take it 0 0 1 1. Any combination you can consider, say 0 1 1 0. Right. Next can be 0 1, like these things. So how it is being encoded, you see it here. Per signal element, there will be 2 bits. So the data rate will be high for a particular bandwidth. So you see, this is your, say this is in 3 levels there. Here it is 4 levels. So it is, say it is +1, it is +3, it is -1, it is -3. Right. Now you see it. So 0 0, say previous level positives. Then say let us say this one. So assuming as previous level positive. So it is this one +1, 0 0. Next bit is say 0 0. That is these ones. Right. Next 1 1. What is the previous level here? Previous level positives. If 1 1 is previous levels, then previous level positive, then you have to consider this column, and next bit is 1 1, so it is -3. So here the condition will be -3. This is -3. Next is a -3. Right. Next is 0 1. 0 1 previous level negatives. So you have to consider third column. Previous level negatives. So negatives, and it is 0 1. 0 1, that means it is -3. So it will be here, there will be no transitions. -3. Next 1 0. Now tell me what will be the transition now? Anybody can answer it? Next bit is 1 0. So where the transition will be there? What value I should consider? Anyone? Next bit is 1 0. So what will be the voltage levels here for 1 0?
Sir, +1.
1 0, it will be +1. Previous level negative, so you have to consider this one, so it will be +1 exactly. So it is +1. Now you have followed. So in this way you can proceed this. So now it is positive. Next level 0 1s. So 0 1, but previous level positives. So it will be obviously +3. It is +3. It will be +3. Right, in this way. So in this way you can encode it. Right, and the advantage of these things, it's per signal element 2 bits are there, so the data rate will be high for the same bandwidth. So this is the advantage of it. But of course here a number of levels are quite high. Right, I mean there's some complexity will be there. So this is one encoding schemes. Another encoding scheme is here multi-transitions. Multi-transition, that is MLT3. See, if you consider the Energate I or Manchester, differential Manchester, differential encoding schemes, those things you have seen it. Transitions are there. They're based on transitions. You see, generally, but what in those cases, generally 2 transitions rules are there. Right? 2 transitions are there. If you see positive to negative, negative to positive, like these things, 2 transitions are there. But if you have a signal, that will have more than 2 levels, you see, we can have more than 2 transition rules. If you can increase more transitions, then you see, then also it will be advantageous for data encoding schemes. You see, you can increase the data rate if you have more transitions. You have seen the more levels. Now you see the more transitions. Here you see a little bit complicated will be there, but if you try to understand, I think if you follow the rules, you can understand this here. Here 3 levels will be there. So here indicate here 3 levels. Three levels are considered. Say it is positive, 0, negatives. Right, 3 levels are there, and 3 transition rules. Instead of 2, generally 2 transition rules are there, but here we consider 3 transition rules. 3 transitions. So here the rules, if you just follow transition rules. Transition rules, you see, if the next bit 0, no transitions. Next bit 0, no transition. You can remember the state tables we have seen 0 to 0. Right, same transition is there. So we have seen it. Say, keep in mind, suppose one state is here. For certain transitions, it will be there will be no transitions. Say 0 by 0. Right, so there will be no transitions. Similarly, here it is like this. If the next bit is 0, then no transitions. No transitions. Next is 2. Second rule is this: if the next bit 1, and the current level not 0. Current level not 0. Current level not 0. Then the next level will be 0. Next level will be 0. Right. And third transition rule is this: the next bit 1. Next bit 1 and the current level is 0. Just opposite to this. Current level 0. This times the next level next level will be opposite of the last non-zero value. It will be opposite to last non-zero value. Because you see current level is 0, and you have to see the last non-zero value. So it will be opposite to the last non-zero value. Non-zero levels. You see, this can be, if you see these state diagrams, it will be more clear. So it is 0. So this is 0. This is level 3 levels are there. So this is minus V, and this is plus V. Plus V. Right. So if the next bit 0, then it will be there will be no transitions. You see, whether it may be 0 to 0 or this one next minus, it is negative, but next bit is 0. Or in all cases, next bit is 0. So these are cases when next bit 0, next bit 0, next bit 0. Right. Next, you see if the next bit 1, say for this one, if the next bit 1, in this case, next bit 1, you see current level negatives, current level not 0. So you can see it here, current level not 0, the next level will be 0. Next level will be 0. You see it here. Here also, this one, next bit 1, next bit 1, the second one. Now, if the current level is 0, current level 0, you see, and the next bit 1 here, next bit 1, then there can be two possibilities. It will be either this or it will be either that. If the last non-zero value positives, in this case, the last non-zero value positives, then it will be these ones, or it will be these ones. If the last non-zero value negatives, the same thing, it will be negatives. Last non-zero value negatives. Right. So this is the state tables for this. Now you see, taken examples. Say it is 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, like this is. Right. The bit. These things. So you see carefully, 3 levels are there here. So here you see, say it is 0. Say next level, say it is negatives. Current level 0. You start with these negatives, right? Then you see current. This is 0. Next bit is 0. No transitions. Here it is here. Now say this, you start from this 0 here. Next bit 1. Next bit 1 and current level 0. Next bit 1, current level 0. Right. And if it is the previous level, if it is negatives, then it will be positives. Suppose you are starting from here, so it will be then positives. Right. positives. Next, you see next bit is 0. If the next bit 0, there'll be next bit 0, there'll be no transitions. There'll be no transitions. There'll be no transitions. Next bit 0, you see first ones. If the next bit is 0, there'll be no transitions. This will not be here. There'll be no transitions. If the next bit 1, the first ones, as per first ones, next bit 0, no transitions, right? Next bit 1, and the current levels, you see current level is positives. Current level not 0, and it is positives. So it will be current level not 0. Current level not 0. Next bit 1, so it will be as per 0. It will be 0. It will be 0. The second at the second. Next bit 1, current level not 0. Current level not 0. It is some voltage is there. Next bit 1. Next bit 1 and current level 0. You see next bit 1, current level 0, and then the next level will be opposite to the last non-zero value. So it will be negatives here. Now you tell me what will be the next one. What will be the next transitions? What will be the next transitions? You tell me. Next bit 0. So what value should be there? Positive, negative, 0. So what will be the here? What will be this value? Anyone?
Sir, 0.
No 0. Next bit is 0. You see next first one. Next bit 0. What does it means? No transition now.
Yes, sir.
The first one will be there, so there will be no transitions, isn't it? The next bit 1, then you consider next bit 1. Now either 2 or 3. Now tell me, what will be this one? Next bit 1. And what is the current level now?
Sir, it will go to 1, sir.
If the you see if the next bit 1 and the current level not 0. Next bit 1, current level not 0. This one. So next level will be 0. It will be 0, isn't it? Am I clear or not? Is it clear? In this way, carefully you have to follow the state tables of the rules. I think it is quite clear now. So this is the multi transitions. So we are generally 2 transitions there, but we are considering more transitions. Similarly, you see by using more transitions, you can have more complexity, but it will reduce the bandwidth requirement. Right? For example, say if you use a copper wire that cannot support a high frequency, but you can use, if you use this type of schemes, then you see it can send 100 Mbps. 100 Mbps data it can support copper wires, right? So anyway, these things are there. And in these connections, I told you this sometimes it is asked also modulation rate, data rate, that we have seen it. So data rate, data rate, it is 1 by TB. If TB is the bit durations, and modulation rate, it for Manchester coding, say modulation rate, say for Manchester, it is two transitions are there, Manchester. So half of the bit duration will be there for a particular pulse for single element. So modulation rate will be in this case 2 by TB, right? In the Manchester. So in general, then generally this data rate can be written as this data rate in this one. So data rate is not a modulation rate. So if the modulation rate we can consider it is actually R by L. R by L, but L actually can be replaced by R by log 2 to the base M. M represents number of signal elements. That is M equal to 2 to the power L. 2 to the power L. Right, for L, the number of bits per signal elements. L, number of bits per signal element. Signal element. Right. So some of these some silly questions might be asked on these things. Right. Keep in mind. Next, you see another important schemes are there. Two more schemes are there. I just told you, but see, this one is the most important. Data communication scrambling techniques. Scrambling techniques. Here you see. So what we have seen it, if you see the biphase techniques, they are very good for these, self-clocking codes. The self-clocking codes, the DC component is not there. I mean, error detection capability is here, but they require more bandwidth. Manchester code, right? AMI is a nice. AMI is also very good. Less bandwidth required compared to Manchester, because you see there is no bit transitions for AMI bipolar AMI. But their problem is if there is a long stream of 0 or long stream of 1s, whether it is AMI or zero ternary, then synchronization problem would be there. But DC component will be absent in that case for bipolar AMI. Right. So problems are there for each encoding schemes, either bandwidth requirement or other synchronization problems, or this DC problem that will be there. Yeah. So what will be the best encoding schemes? So for we need certain encoding schemes for which what should be the design goals. So the design goals for efficient encoding schemes. Design goals, if you just see design goals, there should not be no DC components, right? No long sequence of zero levels, zero level line. And in case of 0, it is a long sequence of 0. In case of 1, in case of zero ternary, no long sequence of 0 level signals, because that may lose the synchronizations if certain drift is here, and also there should not be no reduction in data rate. No reduction in data rate. That see, Manchester coding bandwidth will be required. If you reduce the bandwidth, the data will be reduced, right? So but we need some encoding schemes that should not that should be the that should overcome these ones. If you increase the data rate, bandwidth requirement will not be more, and also at the same time we need error detection capability. Error detection capability. So all the things should be there for an efficient encoding schemes, and you see that is possible. All the things are possible if you consider these scrambling techniques. Scrambling techniques actually they provide the solution for all these problems, and there are two techniques are there. One is bipolar with 8-0 substitutions, B8ZS. Another one is high density bipolar 3-0, HDB3, high density bipolar 3-0s. This is bipolar with 8-0 substitutions. Bipolar with 8-0 substitutions. I'll just tell you what it is. 8-0 substitutions, and this one is high density bipolar 3-0. High density bipolar 30. 30. So first one you see B bipolar with 80 substitutions. B8ZS. So in this case, actually, it is based on this bipolar AMI. This these are scrambling techniques. Only drawback in bipolar AMI, you see, there's not be there is a long stream of zero. Otherwise, its bandwidth requirement is less in this case. No DC problem is here, right? Only thing is here that no there will be long stream of zeros might happens, and that may lose these synchronizations. So there can be loss of synchronizations if long stream of zeros are there in case of AMI. So to overcome these things, you see in bipolar 80 substitutions, there will not be no long sequence of zeros. If the rule is if eight consecutive zeros are there, that means for an octet, 8 means octet of all zeros, and the last voltage, if the last voltage, you see, last voltage is also important. Last voltage, if it is positives, then the rule is the 80 are encoded as 0, 0, 0. Next will be positives. Next will be negatives. Next will be 0. Next will be negatives. Next will be positives. Right. So 8 zeros are encoded like these things. 0, 0, 0. Next positive level will be there. Next negative level. Again 0. Again negatives. Again positives. Right. And if the last value, this is the octets of all zeros, last voltage negatives. If the last voltage positive, last voltage negatives, the last voltage negative, in that case it will be 0, 0, 0, just opposite to this negative, positives, 0, positive, negatives. Right. So actually, if you see, there will be two code violations. In AMI code, if you examine, so there will be two code violations are there. Code violation is there. In this case, in AMI generally you have seen it. Say suppose one voltage is 0. Next, if it is 1 is there, then it will be positives. But next 1 is there, then it will be negative, like these things. But here it violates. The two violations will be the two code violations will be there in this case. Right. You just see it. Take the examples, then it will be more clear. But if 8 zeros are there in these forms, then receiver recognize that 8 zeros are there if it follows these ones. So let us take the examples. Scrambling technique. Say 1, 1, so 8 consecutive zero consider. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Next say 1, 1. Next we consider another say 4 or 5 zeros. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Or can be any these ones. The thing is if long sequence of zeros are there, then how it is being encoded in scrambling technique, bipolar 80 substitutions. So first let us see how it is being encoded in AMI. Then things will be clear. This one, okay. You see, if it is AMI, what happens? So it's about if it is AMI, then you see AMI. If it is AMI, then say it is positives. So next one it will be negatives. Here 0 will be 0. Next it will be 0. Then it remains 0. Remains 0. Next it is 1. So in AMI, if it is next one, it is previous one it is negative. So this one will be negatives. Next one is here, so it will be negatives. Like these things again, it will be 0, 0, 0, 0. Next one is 1, so it will be negative, so it will be positives. Right. This is the conventional AMI schemes. Now, same thing if you do it in bipolar with 8-0 substitutions, then you see how it can be with 2 code violations. A bipolar with 8-0 substitutions. So initially it will be same as AMI, but whenever 8 conjugate zeros are there, then you see it. What will happens? So you see that 2 things are there. Previous value negatives. Previous value negatives. So you see it. If previous value negatives, then 0, 0, 0, and it will be negatives. So it will be 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 3 zeros will be there. Next there will be negatives, negative, and next there will be positives. Next there will be positives. Next there will be 0. Again there will be positives. There will be positives. Yes. Just 1 minute. I'm taking. Yes. 0 negative positives. So 0. 0. Yes. Positive for 0 positive next negatives. 0 next negative. This will be the negatives. This will be negatives. So we can decode it like these things. So it is 0, 0, 0. It is violations. Next it is B bipolar 0, 0. Again violations. 0. No, here it is 0 violations, and it is B. B 0 B. And next it is positive negative, so it will be positive. And next one it is negative, like these things. And so 8 zeros are not there, so it will be like these things. You see, V means violation. Quickly, can you suggest anybody why it is violation? It is here. Anyone? Quickly, just answer it quickly. I'm just I'll be leaving now. Just can you answer anybody why it is 00 V violation? I have written it here. V. There are 2 violations. If 2 consecutive 8 zeros are there, the 2 violations are there. Have you understood why 2 violations are there? Yes or no? Tell me quickly. Yes or no? Sabardhan?
Yes, sir.
Have you followed why 2 violations are there?
Yes, sir.
How? Why it is violation?
Sir, if we see there, sir.
Actually, you see it here. Carefully see it. This is negatives, right? So after 30, if you change this one, it should be positives, isn't it? But again, I have considered negative. That means violating these AMI rules. Am I clear? Violating the MI rules. This is one violations. Next is it valid bipolar. B means valid bipolar. That there is no violations. Negative, positives. Next is 0, no problems. And again, violation is there. If it is positives, this should be negative here. Right, that is the rule of AMI. If positive, one is positive, next element will be negatives. Right. So here you see it is positives. So you see here it is 0, but this one it is positive, so it should be negative, but it is positive. So violation is here. And again you see it here. Next it is positive, so it is negative. So there is no violation. Valid bipolar. B means valid bipolar. V means violations. Bipolar violations. So in that way, it is the encoded 8 consecutive zeros are there. This is encoded in bipolar 8-0 substitutions. If anybody quickly say, if you cannot understand, you can ask me. Have you followed or not? Have you followed or not? Just tell me.
Sir, I followed something, sir. Others I'll revise and ask you in next class, sir.
Okay. Carefully just sit. Next time I'll tell you how these same things can be encoded in HD V3 high density. That time. So, but here keep in mind, if 00V is here, next time it will be B0VB. If the first time is B0VB is here, next time will be 00V. So 8 consecutive zeros are encoded in such a way. A lot of problems will be there. You can take yourself, you can check it. Anyway, next time we'll see it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.